Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for April of 2024. We're going to get 3 cards here. Let's hop right into it for you, Virgo. I'm going to make these a little bit longer this month to make up for the fact that I went into the black hole. 3 more cards for Patreon. If you want to get your extended, it's linked up at the top of the comments here, Virgo. Yeah, speaking of death card energy, I literally went into the black hole for 2 weeks, and I said the same thing to Taurus. I do not know what happened, and this is not just me explaining what happened on the channel. This is a spiritual thing. It's a phenomenon that I'm trying to explain to you, Virgo, because I'm a Virgo stellium. Virgo sun, rising in Mars, and I have an asteroid in Virgo. And what with this death card energy, this is what's happening. It's I feel like I went off planet. I looked at my channel. I saw that none of the air signs were posted from the week before. And I'm always on top of stuff, Virgo. You know, you're a freaking Virgo. You understand. It's I have lists. I have timers on my phone. I have 15 freaking timers on my phone. So I have alarms is what I meant to say on my phone. So anyways, you know what I'm saying, Virgo. My point is I literally felt death card I didn't know where I had gone, spiritually speaking. I feel I went off planet for literally 2 weeks and I was just gone. Death card. It's I was just gone. I was here. I was obviously in the reality. Again, this applies to you, Virgo. I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about a phenomenon. This is some sort of spiritual phenomenon that I feel is happening. And that's just one example where literally for 2 weeks, my content was just no, I didn't even post it. So again, that's why I'm making these videos longer to make up for last month's blunder, Virgo. But my point is what the hell happened? Where did I go to? I think what we're seeing here happening, I said the same thing to Taurus, and maybe you want to watch the Taurus reading, even if you don't have it in your chart, guys. We have all the energies, right? So I do believe we can take pieces from every message. If you're curious, for me as a reader, that is how I read. I read for the collective, but I put it off into parts in the zodiac. But with this death card energy, yeah, exactly. It's Death card, Page of Pentacles. I feel what we're going to see more and more of is this kind of out of body, astral travel, sort of spiritual off the grid stuff happening. Why? Because we're going through these transformations. We have to learn things about ourselves with the Page of Pentacles. We have to understand how we got here. With this Lover's energy, it's we made certain choices along the way, Virgo, that led us here. And I feel some of us are dazed and confused right now. How did I even get here? And that could be a good or a bad thing. That could be wow, how did I get here? This is so amazing. But with the Four of Cups, I feel for a lot of us, it's more of a negative. How the hell did I get here? What turn on the path did I take? And this is why it's not a bad thing. Okay? This is my case for why this Death card, Page of Pentacles, Lovers, making choices, how did I get here, Four of Cups energy is actually a good experience that we're going through right now, Virgo, is because it's teaching us, Page of Pentacles, about ourselves. It's I said the same thing to Taurus. I know I keep mentioning that reading, but we talked a lot about, because we had the Hermit coming through in the Taurus reading. So I do feel it's an asterisk to both readings here. Similar themes here with we had the Death card and the extended, and Taurus is extended as well. It's not really a transformation energy. It's more it's we're being transported. I just keep seeing this Death card as a black hole today. And I don't ever see it like that. It's like I'm seeing us going out into this black hole, and we could be having like out of body astral experiences. Like maybe you're having like lucid dreaming. Like last night, dude, when I woke up from a certain dream this morning, I literally feel like 8 years of stuff became clear to me with the Page of Pentacles. I was like, yeah. Yep. And it has to do with extreme disappointments in my life. I'm not going to air my dirty laundry today here, Virgo, but with the Lovers, okay, I'm not going to say anything else. It's just like I saw some things and my guides always show me, and they're going to be showing you stuff here, Virgo. Sorry, I keep going like this because I had like a pimple and then I like picked it before I started filming, and now it's like, anyways. Don't tell that to the Virgos. Now you're going to be like zooming in on the screen. Like, what is she talking about? What pimple? I love us. I don't know. People misunderstand us, Virgo. Page of Pentacles death card. It's not that we're going through a transformation. I feel like a lot of us have been going through a transformation. And part of like the next leg of this journey is learning. It's not even learning. It's like we're seeing what the hell happened. Like what choices with the Lovers we made along the road that brought us here. And I feel like, again, I'll say it again, like for a lot of us, we feel like we're not in the right place, which is never true. Right, Virgo? It's like if we're in a place that we feel dissatisfied by, that should be our sign to start. Oh, here it is. Okay, hold on. I'll get to that. That should be our, because we have the Seven of Cups, and I'm going to say something on that because I saw the Seven of Cups in my head when I started filming. It's going to bring us to a certain understanding. For Taurus, it was like shadow work with the Hermit and looking at our identity with the Taurus reading. For you, I feel like you have kind of already been focusing on identity for a while now and kind of figuring out who you are essentially. I feel like for Virgo right now, it's almost like what happened to me. I felt this sense of literal confusion with the Seven of Cups. When I was looking at my laptop and I saw that those like air sign readings were not up, and then 2 of my water sign readings were not up, I literally had to go, and it was like 6 o'clock at night, and I just went into my bathroom, disrobed, and got into the shower, and literally just stood there as the water Seven of Cups was just falling on top of me, and I just stood there like kind of in a stunned state. Like, how did this happen? Like, I am so on top of things. It was so confusing. It was such a confusing feeling. And it's this black hole energy, Virgo. It's like, I went somewhere, man. And I feel like we're going to be astral traveling more. And it's not just because we're suddenly unorganized and we're like suddenly confused. It's like Spirit has really important stuff that they want us to understand right now with this Lover's energy. Like the steps that we took, the choices that we made to get to where we are now. And it's almost as if this dissatisfaction that we feel is our sign to press into this dissatisfying feeling. It's like, instead of just being like, whatever, it's good enough, my life is fine, it's not great, but it's fine. It's like, no. This is our sign to press into this and to transform our situations. And part of that, learning how we can transform our situation, is by looking at what led us here. So it is kind of like an astral travel, like thinking about how we got here sort of a vibe is what I'm getting. A lot of us Virgos have like really big dreams with the Magician. Like we're trying to manifest our dreams with the Seven of Cups. And I feel like we have been working so hard as a Virgo collective. Like, I'm not just saying it because I'm a Virgo. Like, it's a message that has been coming through, like, from all sorts of directions. I do feel like Virgo, and this is a Mercury energy, even though I do consider this Gemini. We have Gemini here. It's a Mercury energy that we're dealing with right now, Virgo. And I think that could be why there is some confusion right now, because we have so many ideas, so many thoughts, so many choices. The Lovers and the Seven of Cups, it's like we have all these choices of like ways we can go and things we can do and like the things we want to manifest and the life we want to manifest. It's like, it's almost like we have so many choices that we are picking nothing. And I feel like that's kind of why we're, in a sense, going into this black hole sort of energy, so we can figure out what the hell we're doing, essentially. It's like, I feel like Virgos are going to be feeling a little bit confused here. And it's not really confusion like, oh, I'm confused. Like, I wasn't confused when I forgot to upload the readings, or they were uploaded. They were just on private. It's like, it's not that I was confused. It's almost like I have too much going on. Two of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, that there's an element here of us, Virgo, needing to like hone in on something. Hone in on like one thing with the Magician, so that we can make like the appropriate choices as we move forward, so that we can like manifest things in the way that we want them to be, our perfect life, our perfect day, so we can transform our situation. But we have to be clear-headed so that we can make these choices and take these opportunities when they come our way. It's like, so yes. Anyways, I feel like Spirit is going to do what they have to do. Like, Spirit has been taking me out of my normal routine, which, as you know, as Virgos, we don't like that, right? Like, we like to have our set way that we're like doing things, and it makes us feel good. Like, we're the sixth house, we're routines, we're daily routines, like we're health, and I feel like Spirit has been bringing me out into these black hole things. Not saying that I should not have uploaded my stuff on time. I'm just saying that's just a practical example, explaining to you a phenomenon that's been happening to me, where I literally feel like I'm just gone. Like, an aspect of me is just off somewhere else. And it's this feeling of like out of body. And it's because I'm doing this like astral work, like I'm doing this work up in the astral, and I feel like other Virgos are going to be experiencing this phenomenon. So I'm here kind of saying, don't be hard on yourself. Like me, for example, I made that mistake and I'm just deciding to make these videos doubly as long as I normally make them to make up for my mistake. It's like, in a way, hey, maybe me testing out these 20-minute videos is actually going to be a good thing for this channel. So it's like, but I wouldn't have, if I didn't make the mistake, I wouldn't have tested these 20-minute videos out to make up for the fact that I skipped those readings. Do you know what I'm saying here, Virgo? It's like, don't be hard on yourself right now. Don't be harsh. Be like curious. Like, wait. Like, when I was standing in the shower and that water was just streaming down, it's like I had to pause and think, why did this happen? What happened? Like, I'm normally on top of things. And it's when I started to realize, like, wait, maybe I should be testing out these 20-minute videos. So anyways, all right, card number 1 is the Five of Pentacles. See, that's this energy that I was just talking about, Virgo. It's an energy of like, I was being very, very hard on myself. I'm like, dude, what the hell? What happened? Like, again, I'm just, you know, it's not like I'm sitting around crying about this, Virgo. I'm just saying, it's like, I was being so hard on myself. I'm like, yes, some CEO you are, Missy. Good job. You have paying customers on your Patreon and you skipped 3 readings. Like, good luck being a CEO and being successful in your life. You can't even get your videos up on time. It's like, that's not productive, right, Virgo? Can I get an amen in the back to all the Virgos? It's like, the best thing we can do right now, especially if we're having these kind of crazy like astral experiences where it's like it's a very spiritual thing going on here, because this is my viewpoint on what's happening. It's like we're bringing down these very like practical ideas, like for example me doing these 20-minute videos, which I have been listening to Chris Reck say that we should be doing as tarot readers for the past like months. And so I'm finally taking his advice. Shout out to Chris Reck. But my point was saying that is it's like we're bringing down these ideas from the astral that are actually going to seem super practical in the 3D world, but it took some mechanics. It took some weird experiences that could have actually made me feel bad about myself and like, wow, I suck as a YouTube content creator. It's like, but at the same time, it's like, wait, no, let's look at that from a different perspective and take a second and think about it, observe it and be like, actually, maybe everything that happened was for my benefit. And that's kind of what I'm trying to explain here, Virgo. Card number 2 is the 9 of Swords. Exactly. This was literally me. Like, I was like, how did this happen? Like, what did I do? You know, and I've had a couple experiences like this lately, not just with the YouTube channel, but in my life where I started to just feel so overwhelmed with the 9 of Swords. Like I was saying before, I woke up from a dream this morning that was like, it was disturbing with the 9 of Swords. And maybe you're going to be experiencing similar themes here, Virgo. Not trying to put that out there, just saying, you know, if you're having crazy dreams or wild, like out of body experiences where you feel like you're literally facing your own freaking mortality with the Death card, and you're thinking about your life choices with the Lovers, and you're thinking about like the things you actually want to manifest in life, and like, wow, you know, I actually have the control to make my life the way I want it to. It's like, we're not going to get there. We're not going to get to that precise focus with the Magician where we can really make something happen. We're not going to get there unless we go through these denser energies. And these energies, it can bring up feelings of shame, embarrassment, traumas could be coming up. 9 of Swords is like stress and not being able to sleep at night and stuff. And I know these are challenging energies here, Virgo, but I'm sitting here saying to you that I feel like this is all for our benefit. These are just side effects to the big stuff that's actually happening, like the big transformation that is happening for us as a Virgo collective. Like, we are truly changing as people, and there's no going back once we have started this process. It's like we started the ball rolling, you know, maybe a couple years ago for some of us here. And it's been a rough journey for a lot of us Virgos, but we're pushing through. And when we come out the other side of all of this stuff, we are gonna have a lot to show for ourselves with the Magician, and people are gonna be like, "How did you do that?" It's like, oh yeah, we went through a lot to get here. We literally died to the old version of ourselves. Card number 3, 9 of Wands. We have 2 9s here, 9. 9s are numbers of change. And yeah, 9 of Wands, it is a wounded warrior energy. It has not been easy. And I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat that, Virgo. I love you guys. And I really feel like we have been making big changes as a collective. And we just got to keep pushing through. Even though these are hard, denser energies, it will be worth it when we have the life that we have wanted to manifest. I love you, Virgo. If you'd like to get your extended, it's linked up at the top of the comments. Would love to have you over on Patreon, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, Virgo.